Greetings, fellow Gorehounds, and welcome back to a Blood Splattered vlog. I'm the Horror Guru.
And I'm Count Jackula.
And this is Cthulhu. And today we're going to talk about minions and monsters. I shit you not, my fellow Gorehounds. We are going to talk about a Minions movie for really reals.
Yep.
Minions and Monsters is written and directed by Pierre Coffin, who is famous for having written and directed like almost all the Despicable Me movies.
Yeah.
So he is
and he has a great name.
Yes.
Yeah, Pierre Coffin.
It's a very great name. Okay, so you're probably wondering, why the fuck are we talking about a Minions movie? Well, the reason why we're talking about a Minions movie is because this Minions movie is the rare case of an animated horror comedy.
Yeah.
It is a movie about two minions, Henry and James.
Yeah.
Who are very good friends, but one of which, I believe, Henry, or is it James? One of them
James is like the aspiring filmmaker.
Yeah. James is obsessed with storytelling. And while the minions were traveling across the world looking for, a master to follow, they eventually end up in old Hollywood, back in like the 1920s, during the silent era. And James realizes that he wants to make movies. So he and the minions get into making movies, and he decides he's going to make his magnum opus, his directorial debut, a movie about the minions facing off against monsters.
Yeah.
But in order to make this movie, he needs monsters. And this is before CGI.
Yeah.
This is before a lot of the practical effects that we saw in like the 80s and whatnot, and the puppets. So, what do you do if you want monsters in your movie? Well, if you're the minions, you grab a not Necronomicon and summon a Cthulhu monster to help you make movies. All right, so I have to admit, I like Despicable Me 1 and 2. I didn't really catch any of the other movies. I went into this movie expecting just to kind of rag on it as like a dumb fucking movie. But I actually genuinely enjoyed this movie. And the reason why I enjoyed this movie is for two reasons. Number one, it is just an utter love letter to old Hollywood. This movie is filled to the brim with a lot of like Buster Keaton jokes.
Yeah.
And I don't just mean like references to Buster Keaton. I mean like literally the minions are doing Buster Keaton bits.
Yeah.
You're actually seeing the recreation of old Buster Keaton bits or old Marx Brothers bits and whatnot. There's a character in this movie named Gort.
Yeah.
Who is clearly based on The Day the Earth Stood Still.
Yeah.
This character who is convinced that he is an alien from another planet and he's going to take over the world, but he falls in love with a girl over the course of this movie. We'll talk more about that character, who I believe is voiced by Jesse Eisenberg, in the spoiler section, because there's actually a surprise with that character that I was not expecting the movie to do. But yeah, like this movie is just filled with all these cute fucking references to old movies, all these jokes referencing old movies, and all these love letters to classic cinema, like the shot of like the train. It was like one of the first movies ever made.
Oh yeah.
It's like the train coming straight at the camera, right? They do that shot in this movie during a sequence. It's pretty fucking cool. It's also got a great fucking voice cast. We have fucking like Christoph Waltz as Max, this director they befriend when they enter Hollywood. There's Jeff Bridges as the two twin like Warner Brothers like figures. They have a different name in this movie, but they're basically the Warner Brothers. Warner Brothers, basically. Fucking Jesse Eisenberg voices that Gort character, and Trey Parker voices the Cthulhu character named Goomy in this movie. But he's clearly supposed to be Cthulhu.
Clearly supposed to be a little Cthulhu.
Yes.
Yeah.
Everyone does a really fucking good job in this movie. Like, they're all fucking great. Like, I spent most of the movie wondering if Jeff Bridges was voicing both brothers, and it turns out he did. He just did a really good job of making them sound different.
Yeah. The one brother sounds like his performance from like the remake of True Grit.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
100%. This movie is kind of like Babylon for kids, the movie about the silent stars and the partying and the golden age of Hollywood right before sound was introduced and all of their jobs get ruined and whatnot. That's the plot of this movie, kind of. It's the first half of this movie.
Yeah.
It's basically Babylon for kids. It's, the minions becoming big silent stars. And then the moment, sound is introduced and they sound like minions, they become less stars.
Yeah.
Then James comes up with the idea of making the movie and whatnot, and the movie goes awry from there. I just want to say I really enjoyed this movie. There's not really much else to say.
It's a simple flick,
It's a very simple flick. It's a kid's flick. It's not going to blow anyone's mind. But if you're thinking about a movie to take your kids to, and you're a big horror fan like us, or just a big Hollywood fan,
you could do far worse.
You could do far worse than Minions and Monsters. And with that said, let's move on to the spoilers. Yeah, Gort turns out to just straight up be an alien.
Yeah, he's just straight up an alien robot.
So the way this story ends up going awry is it turns out Cthulhu Monster does want to take over the world and destroy it.
Yeah.
Now, normally the minions would probably want to, worship him. And
because he's like a mastermind.
Be his minion. But because all the other minions are separated from James and fucking Henry's adventure with Gort, that doesn't quite happen. And also, it gets in the way of him making his movie, so it poses a conflict.
Yeah. He's so laser focused.
Gumi basically convinces them that, I'm going to help you make your movie, but what he's really planning to do is use them to summon more monsters to take over the world.
Yeah. They go to Antarctica
and unfreeze
to the ancient city of Relay.
And unfreeze some of his monster friends. One of them is even named Howard.
Yeah, one is Howard, the other is Phillips.
Yeah, Howard Phillips Lovecraft, basically.
Yeah.
And then together, they all go to Hollywood and start filming their movie, where during the filming of the movie, they summon Irene, which is basically the blob with eyes.
Yeah, it's a shuggoth.
Yeah, and it's called Irene because eyes. And so the blob gets big, starts eating all of Los Angeles, and getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and then the minions have to team up with Gort to take down Irene.
Yep.
With his alien weaponry.
Yeah, and the whole time, the minions are filming it.
Yep. And there's this entire subplot with Gort where you're kind of led to believe that he is just a dude who is, pretending to be an alien because he's kind of pathetic and can't be himself.
Yeah.
And he kind of meets this, women's liberation woman, and they fall in love with each other and have this whole, rom-com in the middle of this goddamn movie. Okay, when Irene attacks is when I really fell in love with this subplot.
Yeah.
Because when Irene attacks, the women's liberation girlfriend has the first reaction of, my alien robot boyfriend can stop this. Yes. And I was just like, wait, she thinks he actually is an alien robot? Because I thought she knew. And then he bolts, he's gonna fucking escape, right?
Yeah, he's gonna run away.
But it turns out he's running to his fucking apartment, which is an actual spaceship secretly. Yeah. And he comes back with a fucking fleet with the minions in little spaceships, and they take down the fucking Irene. I wouldn't mind them making a Minions and Monsters 2 set like in the 70s or something. Set further down the Hollywood line. Maybe one in the 50s.
50s. I was thinking the 50s.
And you could do the atomic monster thing. Yeah. Have a Godzilla monster show up. So yeah, Minions and Monsters. I had fun with this movie.
Yeah, it's a fun movie.
I don't know what else to say. It's very simple. It's 90 minutes. It's in and out. Most of the fun of this movie for me, though, was, first off, the friendship between Henry and James, was genuinely, fun. To the point where I was half expecting Henry and James to kiss at the end of this movie. There was a point when they're handing him that fake Oscar. Yeah. Where I was just are they going to kiss? Because it almost feels like it's going to happen. And then it didn't. But I really liked their friendship. But also, I just loved how much this movie gushed its love for Hollywood.
Yeah.
Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and don't forget to ring the notification bell so you're notified of my videos immediately upon their upload. And if you'd like to help out either of us more directly, be sure to check out our Patreon pages. And remember, if you decide to go the Patreon route, even $1 a month can go a long way, but we will certainly accept more. And if you made it this far into the video, then I want you to comment below, and be sure to comment below using the hashtag GortRules. I love Gort. I thought the Gort plot was going to be pointless and dumb and what the hell are we even doing here? And then they did that 180 at the end and made him a straight up alien, and I fell in love with that. It became one of my favorite parts of the movie. So hashtag GortRules, use that in the comment section below, and peace out, my fellow Gorehounds. We'll be back here pretty soon with an actual horror movie review at some point.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.